Once upon a time, in a hidden kingdom nestled between the towering mountains and the endless sea, there lived a cunning advisor named Cronk and his lady, Isma. Isma, always scheming to seize the throne, had devised a foolproof plan, or so she thought, to eliminate the young Emperor Cusco. Cronk, get the Emperor a drink, she ordered, her eyes cold as steel. Cronk, ever the obedient right-hand man, hesitated for a moment. His conscience was a tiny, persistent voice in the back of his mind. However, he quickly proceeded to mix the potion, thinking of the lavish life that awaited him if Isma succeeded. Meanwhile, Cusco, blissfully unaware of the deadly plot, lounged in his royal garden. He dreamed of building a grand water park on a nearby hill, oblivious to the fact that Isma wished for his demise. As Cronk approached, a strange sense of foreboding washed over him. "Here's your drink, your majesty," Cronk said, trying to mask his anxiety with a forced smile. Cusco took the goblet and raised it in a toast, unaware of the treacherous liquid it contained. Just before Cusco could take a sip, a loud crash echoed through the garden. A young villager named Wanda had accidentally tripped over a hidden root, sending the nearby royal guards into chaos. Cusco, startled, put down his goblet to see what the commotion was about. Isma's plan was thwarted by mere coincidence. She fumed silently, but quickly hid her disappointment behind a mask of concern. "Is everything all right, your majesty?" she asked, her voice dripping with fake sincerity. Wanda, unaware of the gravity of her accidental heroism, apologized profusely. Cusco laughed it off, inviting her to stay for lunch as a gesture of goodwill. Cronk, relieved but confused, glanced at Isma. Her eyes met his, a silent message passing between them. Another plan would be devised soon. Days turned into weeks, and Isma's frustration grew with each failed attempt to eliminate Cusco. Each time, fate seemed to intervene. A sudden storm, a misplaced rock, or even a stray cat knocking over a crucial vial of potion. Unbeknownst to Isma, Kronk's conscience was growing louder, more insistent. He began to see the young emperor in a different light, realizing that perhaps, just perhaps, Cusco wasn't the tyrant Isma painted him to be. The final straw came when a grand festival was held in Cusco's honor. The entire kingdom gathered to celebrate, and Isma saw her chance amidst the chaos. She had crafted a new, more potent poison and disguised it as an exotic delicacy. "This will be the end," she whispered to Cronk. But as Cronk looked at the joyous faces around him, he couldn't bring himself to go through with it. Instead, he concocted a plan of his own. He replaced the poison with a harmless herb, knowing full well the consequences of betraying Isma. The night ended with Cusco savoring the delicacy, none the wiser to how close he had come to death yet again. Isma, watching from the shadows, knew something was amiss, but couldn't pinpoint what. When she confronted Cronk later, he stood his ground for the first time. "Enough, Isma. I'm done." Isma's eyes blazed with fury, but Cronk stood firm. His conscience, once a whisper, now roared within him, guiding him towards a path of redemption.